BuckeyeHuddle.com. Southern Swing continues here in the Charlotte, North Carolina area at Weddington High School, one of the top programs in the state of North Carolina. Great talent here, big-time talent in the 2026 class. A lot of you are probably about to feel old. I know I do. This is Thomas Davis Jr., TJ, class of 2026. Defensive prospect, linebacker, athlete,
yes,
football player, all-time great father, Georgia linebacker, Carolina Panthers. So the bloodline is there. First of all, TJ, how are you doing this morning? And hope everything's going well with your rehab recovery there.
Yeah, I'm doing good this morning. Just trying to get back as fast as I can from this injury.
Everything good for like the season? Is it kind of be an off-season thing that you just have to deal with?
Yeah, I'll be back probably at the end of the summertime.
Okay.
Get ready for the season.
Good. You made some spring visits. We'll kind of dive into those. Where all did you go, or maybe some of the highlights of your top visits?
The first visit we went on was NC State, and then pushing into spring break, we went to Notre Dame, we went to Ohio State, and we went to Miami.
Okay. NC State obviously would love to keep you guys in state. How did that go, and do you feel kind of that in-state pull from them and just the love from like wanting to keep you guys?
Yeah, the visit was definitely great. They have a great environment over there, and our teammate from last year and my cousin, Keenan Jackson, he's playing for them too. So we'll definitely be back there to watch them.
Ohio State obviously hosted a bunch of you guys, offered all you guys. Any takeaways from that visit? Any impressions or things that jumped out to you about Ohio State?
Definitely their defense. A lot of people talk about Ohio State's offense, but when we went, the defense was shutting them down the whole day. And that was something great to see. So that definitely will have a factor in that. I know that they're developing their players the right way.
Yeah. Obviously, a lot of talk about their defense this year. They had a lot of guys that could have went to the NFL up front that decided to come back. They added a guy like Caleb Downs. I mean, is that something you followed at all and just kind of noticed, I guess, the talent out there?
Yeah, I saw all of that.
What was your kind of reaction to that, I guess? That was kind of one of the bigger, I guess, transfer portal news items of the offseason was Caleb Downs. I don't know if you had watched him at Alabama and kind of just what was your kind of impressions when that happened?
I mean, knowing he wanted to go somewhere where he could be developed better than anyone else, because being at Bama with Saban, he's going to try to find the next best spot, and seeing that was Ohio State, that's definitely big.
Anything surprise you about the visit? I believe was that your first time at Ohio State? Mm-hmm. Was there, I don't know what your expectations were coming in or anything like that, but anything that maybe either exceeded your expectations or just maybe something you didn't maybe expect?
I'll probably say just how smart the defensive guys are, sitting in the linebacker meeting rooms and seeing them call out different stuff and seeing them talk about what they were thinking on certain plays in practice. It's definitely a next level mindset for football.
And you would know, your dad is again an all-time great linebacker. What has he meant to you as not just developmentally, football-wise, but just mentally, X's and O's? How important has he been to your journey so far through football?
Very. He's taught me how to watch film from an early age. I've been watching film since 7th grade, middle school football games, watching film on other teams. Learning how to do that early was definitely big, and then watching it with him, he'll see things that I don't naturally, just because of how long he's been playing football. Mm-hmm. So just learning more and him helping me through that has been great.
Who hits harder?
Me.
Really? Really?
He hit a lot longer.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna see about that. We're gonna see about that on the film this fall, because I think Thomas Sr. is one of the hardest hitters I've ever seen. So we're gonna see about that. You guys are, I believe, originally from Georgia. Did you grow up in Georgia, or you've been here?
I've been here.
Your cousins not cousins. Yeah, the Harris twins moved up. So you've been here the whole time from Dad's pro career.
Yeah, I was here, and then I moved out to LA with him when he went to the Chargers, and then came back.
So you're a native of North Carolina, basically. Mm-hmm. So with that said, there's going to be a pull to Georgia, obviously. Have you felt that so far? And what does that mean? What does Georgia mean for your recruiting at this point?
Georgia hasn't really been recruiting us that much, so I mean they came into the school a few times and we went to camp and stuff, but other than that, we haven't really heard that much from them.
What would that mean if they pick up the heat?
It'd definitely be in consideration because of, I've always been a Georgia fan my whole life, just because of my dad and stuff. So obviously that'll definitely play into that. And Georgia, they definitely have like the best defensive development in the country, better than any other school. So they'll definitely play a factor in, if they were to.
Yep. You said you went to Notre Dame. Again, I kind of talked to Andrew about this, and he was telling me, kind of just a different feel, not necessarily better or worse, but kind of a different feel than maybe some of the other visits, just kind of type of campus and small campus and everything.
Yeah.
What did you take away from Notre Dame? What did you like about that?
I love Notre Dame. That visit was great. Sitting in those meetings and, watching the practice, going around their campus, everything definitely was different, but I loved it. I like the team that they got. The coaching staff over there is great, too. Notre Dame was a great visit.
And then Miami was a big one for you guys. They're trying to build something there. What was that like? What was their message to you on that visit?
Yeah, Miami, they've been recruiting us heavy for a while. And I know Coach has been trying to get us down there for a while, so we made sure that we could get down there and go see the campus and watch them practice. They got a hard-hitting team, too, so they'll be fun to watch this year.
Andrew's dealing with a lower body. You're dealing with an upper body. So camps are kind of off the table this summer. But are you going to try and get on some visits this summer? Where might you try and get to?
I'm definitely going to try to get back up to Notre Dame. Hopefully Ohio State too. And then other than them, we might go to Virginia Tech and maybe Tennessee, and then potentially back out to Southern Cali.
How is Dad like with the recruiting process? Because some of these guys who played at a high level, they're actually more hands-off than you might think they would be. Is he kind of letting you do your own thing as far as looking at schools and who you want to check out?
Yeah, he hasn't really been trying to influence decisions as much at all.
But I'm sure he's helping guide you in the sense of maybe what's important.
Yeah.
And what are some of the things that are important to you as you look through all these different schools that you have an opportunity with?
Development, for sure. That's the most important thing. Wherever you go, you just want to be developed to the best player you can be on and off the field. So that's the main thing he's been telling me to look for.
Word on the street is that you and Andrew and Aiden Harris are a package deal. That's what Andrew says. I'm not gonna throw. I just kind of threw him under the bus a little bit, but that's what Andrew says. Is that how you feel about this? How is that going to go ultimately? I mean,
what I'll say is that they've been saying that for a while and stuff, and of course, it would be great to play with all three of us together in college. But I know where I'm good. Wherever I end up wanting to go, that's gonna be where I want to go. And if they don't want to go there, I'm not gonna follow one of them to college if it's not somewhere I want to go.
Andrew was adamant it's happening, so we'll see what happens. Where once you get back on the field here, where are some areas of your game you're working on, and I guess give us a breakdown of your game. What are your strengths? Where are some areas of focus here once you're able to get back out there full go?
Some of the strengths I had before is being able to be like an every down backer and just rangy and being able to play in coverage, like guarding wide receivers, even dropping back at safety a little bit, and also still being able to come up and blitz and do different kind of things. So another thing, when I get back, I'll be definitely working on just that quick twitch, being able to move as quick as I could and seeing things as fast as I could from being off so long.
Well, we appreciate your time, TJ. We hope we wish you the best of luck getting healthy. Again, thanks for doing this, and we will be talking to you more, I'm sure, as the process goes on. Probably be down to see you in the fall.
Yes, sir. Thank you.